Hey guys, what's up? We're reloading some 7.62 by 54 Mosin Nagant ammo today. I just thought I'd do a quick little video going over some of the steps just from a beginner's perspective because that's exactly what I am. I'm a self-taught beginning reloader, and if some of this seems very obvious to you and you've got experience, forgive me. This is geared more towards other newcomers like myself. So anyways, having said that, I'm at the point now where I've cleaned this brass. It's all been it's been tumbled in the media and the tumbler. It's been resized full length. That means the whole case has been resized, not just the neck. And I went ahead and trimmed these cases. I'm going to be loading okay, those two over here are already primed from a previous session, so I'm going to load 18 cases today, and I've trimmed them to the recommended length in my Lyman manual of 2.105 inches. Okay, and these cases are all within 1 or 2 thousandths of that. Some of them are 2.106, some of them are 2.104. Right around the recommended 2.105 inches. And I did that with the Lyman universal trimmer. I did have to purchase the pilot right there for the 7.62 by 54. It does not come with the trimmer itself. The trimmer does come with 9 of the most common calibers. You see those pilots there, but this was separate. It's, sorry about that, it's about $3 or $4. They're pretty cheap. There it is right there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my priming unit here. I prefer to use a RAM priming unit, and I'll show you how I do that in just a second. Okay guys, so when I first got this RCBS press, I just did not feel very comfortable using the attached priming arm. I didn't feel like I was doing it correctly. So I went ahead and I followed the recommendations in the manual, and they recommend using a RAM priming unit, and that's exactly what I've done, and I've had no problems with it. It's this product right here, the RCBS RAM priming unit. There's the part number. It goes for about $30 online, so it's not too bad. What you do is you put the appropriate shell holder onto the top of the RAM priming unit, which we have here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put our clean, unprimed shell into the holder there. Alright, so my hands are clean. Let's go ahead and put our first primer in. Keep the primer anvil side up. Put it into the little primer holder there. Just like so. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and seat this first primer. And what I like about the RAM priming unit is that you feel the primer, you really feel it going in. So we're going to go ahead and press down, and let's take a look. It looks pretty good. Let's give it a try from another perspective so you can see a little bit more. I'm going to put the primer in. Okay, right there. Let's put our case and stroke the press up. Yeah, perfect every time. It looks good. Okay, now that everything's primed and it's ready to go, we have to charge the cases. Basically means we got to put some gunpowder in there. and then after that we can seat the bullets, and then we're done. So the bullets that I'm using are these PPU 150 grain boat tail full metal jackets. Pretty good quality bullet from Parvi Partizan of Serbia. 150 grains. So let's go over to our reloading manual and see if we can find something that's going to work here. So we've got 150 grains. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we can choose from here. Now I happen to have IMR 4895 and I have some Varget. I'm going to try to save my IMR for the M1 Garand. So let's go ahead and use the Varget. Suggested starting grains, 43 grains. And the maximum load that you can safely put in there is 48 grains. Since I'm not going to be big game hunting or anything like that, I don't need all that much power and recoil, so I'm going to stay away from the maximum load. And it also wastes powder and kind of increases the wear and tear on the weapon itself. So let's go ahead and start here. It's 43 grains. I'm just going to go ahead and add a half a grain to that, and then I'll still be well below the maximum of 48. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and charge these cases with 43.5 grains of Varget. Okay, so we've got our gunpowder ready to go. It's already in the dispenser. I put more than enough, so I could just show you what it looks like. Okay, there it is. And let's go ahead and start dispensing our first charge here. Okay. So we are using 43.5 grains of Hodgdon's Varget. We just go over here. What we want to do is type it in, 43.5, enter. Now it's in the system there in the computer as the weight. This pan was already calibrated and zeroed off camera. So now we just go ahead and push the dispense button and it starts putting the powder in. And when it gets close, it slows down to the trickle function, and it just turns little by little. And there we go. We've got our charge. Okay. Let's take this pan, and we're going to go ahead and charge our first case here. Okay. All right. And the nice thing is as soon as I put this funnel dispenser back on there and it re-zeroes the scale, it'll automatically start dispensing another charge. And like I said in my other video, if you're a single stage reloader like I am, this is where you can pick up a lot of time, because single stage reloading is quite slow, and this is definitely a lot faster and more convenient than using a pan scale and doing it by trial and error. Okay, another charge ready to go, 43.5 grains. There we go. Make sure this is empty so we don't throw an extra charge in there, and it is. And we've got a charged case. Let's put it back on there. Okay guys, it's time to seat some bullets. We've got our cases primed. They've got the gunpowder in there. They've been charged. So now we just have to seat the bullets, and we're done. So let's go ahead and seat a bullet, and we'll see what we get. I'd rather have the bullet be a little too long, because I can always just adjust the die and push it down a little bit more, versus overseating it, and then that round is no good. I'm going to have to, well, I have to pull the bullet out and reseat the bullet, and it's just a lot more time consuming. So let's go ahead and start with our first case. Again, we're using 3.311 inch diameter. I'm sorry, 311 caliber, 150 grain bullets. I did slug the bore of both of my Mosin Nagants. The regular 9130 is right at 311, and my finish M39 Mosin was at 310. So we can use these bullets for both. Alright, let's go ahead and seat the cartridge into the shell holder. Just put our bullet on there and we'll see what happens. Okay, well, looks good, but that doesn't mean anything. We have to measure it. So we're trying to get as close to 2.87 inches as possible. Okay. Well, it's under the maximum recommended length of 3.037, but that's not what we want. We want to try to get to 2.870, and we're at 2.95. See that? Yeah. So we came pretty close. 2.955. That's fine. That's what I wanted to have happen. I would rather it be a little too long, because now all I have to do is just kind of play with the seating of the die, and I can get it spot on. Alright guys, it took a little bit of tinkering, but I think I got it here. So let's go ahead and try another bullet, another cartridge. Again, the recommended overall length for this load with this powder and a 150 grain bullet is 2.87 inches. And we're at 2.875 and a half, 2.873. That's good enough for me. I'm a little skeptical of how short this overall length is compared to the military cartridge, because this is a 147 grain. It's not a 180 or a 200, but I don't know, maybe because this is a steel case and this is brass and this metal behaves differently than this one. Anyways, I'm not going to second guess my loading manual, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll work and it'll be safe. But it looks like a pretty good looking case. Thank you for watching.